drink real quick here. Sorry. Whew. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath here, you all. First off, happy Thanksgiving weekend. I'll start just by simply saying this has been a full week. A lot of goodbyes for our seniors. A celebration to Miss Judy and her last game as a Troy Trojan and all she's meant to the Troy community for over 25 years. Our 2009 team got back to us, and I just have to say it certainly feels good for our program to send those people off the right way and or welcome them back on campus the right way. Thank you to our fans, not for just today, but for the whole season. Certainly not the way we wanted to start or be, but I think you all at least see something now that represents who Troy football is. And I promise you that my staff and I, as well as our players, will work tirelessly this entire offseason in every phase of our program to make sure we put out a product that starts the year the same way we finished it. I do want to say thanks to Chancellor Hawkins, to Brent Jones, and all those that put us in a position to be here, move to Troy, and be a part of this in 24. There's no greater reminder of what this place means to me and my family besides already feeling wonderful about being a part of this. To our players, that stuck by us, kept an open heart, found a way to keep fighting, keep practicing. I said all season, if you saw the way these guys are preparing and practicing, even in failure on game day, you would not believe that we have a losing culture. That came itself out in the last 5 weeks of the season, especially as results, and that's a testament to our senior leadership, our staff, and our underclassmen leaders that have saw this through. So couldn't be more happy with where it's finished, winning 3 of our last 4. That'll bode momentum for our current roster as well as in recruiting, and we're going to fight to get that done to make sure we start the right way in 25. So with that, I'll take questions. Thank you.
Gadget plays and trick plays. So did you kind of feel like that was going to happen coming in?
We did, and it's very difficult to play for. You're preparing usually in a tendency-based deal where you have things that you can make calls off of defensively to prepare, and there are no tendencies for a new coordinator and for an outfit that we knew was going to try everything they could to create yards and points. So I thought, considering all that and all the offense we did see out of multiple formations, multiple personnels, I thought they did a great job. It was aggressive and they played attacking, and we gave up a couple things, but for all they saw, I was very proud of our defense and their effort.
Coach, you guys had nearly as many rushing yards as they did yards total, and you guys didn't give up a sack. Can you just speak on the performance as your offense as a whole, and more specifically the performance of the offensive line?
Yeah, I would say good question. Here's what I'll say. I think that there's been a commitment to making sure we control the line of scrimmage and play in such a fashion that allows us to control time of possession and certainly ball security in the football. So the first thing you have to do is look at your offensive line. I think DT and the others would say that. And with our offensive line, that's as good of a change in culture and production during a season that I've ever been a part of in coaching. So you have to look at Caleb Carbine's effort of coaching and doing a fine job. A man that has wore the jersey and understands what it stands for, and that's why you see a great effort there. And then you see a group of offensive linemen that got healthy, stayed healthy, played together for 6 straight weeks, and I think that paid off. You saw 2 running backs run in such a fashion with physicality, practice the entire second half of that season, not miss a practice or rep, play games and finish games with 2 backs in a year of physicals we played is a testament to DT and Gerald and what they did. And then you saw our second and third level blocks with our tight ends and our wideouts play in such a way that bought into who we are, and certainly having a special player in Devontae Ross to also get over 1,000 tells you where we can also be.
Coach, speaking of rushing, you guys only allowed 30 rushing yards this game. Can you talk to me about that?
Well, I do. I certainly can, and I'll say this. We have done better against the run. We are playing better up front. Our defensive line play through Coach Manning's prep, and again, our defensive line have played better, one man, one gap sound with edges, and allowed our second-level linebackers to play through gaps, have the ability to be able to see the football, run through gaps and make tackles, creating tackles for loss and sacks. So I think that's how it does kind of play off of itself, and I think our ability to stop the run has certainly put us in a position to play better defense.
In the fourth quarter where you guys got 3 touchdowns in about 2 minutes. Can you walk me through that?
Well, I think for us, it's pretty simple. We created a defensive score, which was something we talked about. I guess y'all would put that on me. I should have probably said that sooner. I just didn't tell them we need to get a defensive score. So it's on me. We'll lead with that in the offseason. But we had a defensive score. It was a great play. And then, of course, we set up another score with the interception, right, and created short fields so you can put them on in a hurry when you create short fields with turnovers like our defense did and our offense capitalized.
What are some things you want to see this offseason going into the fall 2025 season?
There's things we still want to look at, and we'll always evaluate everything, but it's pretty simple at its core. We're going to keep the same structure of our culture together. We're going to pull our leadership council together and hold everybody accountable. I think you're going to see a hunger when these guys get back on January 14th for the second semester of school. They'll know what this wants to look like. We'll understand where we fell short, but also where our momentum is. I don't think you're going to have to ask anybody in our locker room to prepare or be ready for off-season workouts because they know what they want to accomplish in 25. So there won't have to be a whole lot said.
Coach, do you have an update on Cecil?
Yes, as of now, I know Cecil is stable. They are moving him from one hospital in town here in Troy to Montgomery, but he is stable and in good condition. There's updating us as we go. That's all information I have right now.
Anybody else? Great. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you all.
Just a reminder, 3 o'clock